him first when he was vice president for middle schools, and that was in the late 1990s, early 2000s. And as that time went on, by the late 2000s, I had become president of the association, and John stuck it out with me as one of my vice presidents. So he was a mentor, a great colleague, top professional. So I was really appreciative to have him on my leadership team.
So Mr. Walton was my 8th grade teacher about 24 years ago at Northeast Middle School. He is one of the two reasons I became a teacher. When I think about Mr. Walton, I think about the way that he made learning fun and inspired me to have fun when I'm teaching, because teaching can always be difficult, and it can always be fun.
John Walton to me is a teacher, a colleague, and a friend. Starting as a student of his at Northeast, to a colleague at Freedom High School, and then just the friendships that we've built through that time becoming full circle.
You develop lifelong friends based on mutual respect for one another. And when John and I first met, it was late summer 1996 at Northeast Middle School, where we started my 4-year term there. We met my very first day at Northeast. And at that moment, I could tell John was a voice of reason, a voice of understanding, and just a true, genuinely nice guy.
My personality is very bubbly, elementary school, woohoo, let's go, kids, you know. John was always the calm. He was always the balance to my sometimes overzealousness, which makes him the kind of person that I think anybody could gravitate toward.
Probably the best memory of Mr. Walton, and I'm sure everybody who had Mr. Walton can speak for this, was the Gettysburg experience.
The Gettysburg experience was an experiential learning project where we took students out to Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, where they assumed roles of soldiers. We ended up on a 2-day camp out and a recreation of Pickett's Charge on our last day there.
To this day, I can still remember who I was in the Gettysburg experience. I was Second Lieutenant Sumner Payne. I died at Pickett's Charge on, I think it was July 3rd, 1863.
Back when I was in middle school, and I was in his class, his history class, and it was going to Gettysburg. He took our class on a Gettysburg trip that was very immersive and engaging. We learned a lot of history, and it was just one of those activities that really kind of sparked my interest in education and those types of connections that can be built with students, and moved me into that lifelong learner of who I am today.
Without John's involvement in that, there's no way that project would have ever even been the success it ended up being.
Remembering the Gettysburg experience was probably the best experience, other than being in Liberty's band, that I had in my educational career.
If I could describe John in one word, I would say steadfast.
Cerebral.
Inspirational.
Legendary. He was an educator in the Bethel Mary School District for many, many years at Northeast to Freedom, and I think he's just made an impact on a lot of people's lives, especially mine. So thank you, Mr. Walton.